Oh, that's wrong. That's the right one. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
How are we all
Hello.
doing on this wonderful day? Welcome, all of you lords and ladies of fate, in this stream. We play all manner of tabletop RPGs for your entertainment. This is the only tabletop Twitch stream that allows you to control the destinies of our players. Earn fate chips just by watching and also by following, posting, or subscribing. No, don't send them. Don't send them anywhere. Spend them. Spend those fate chips to buy items or to heal your favorite players. Make them say or do silly things and even force them into random encounters. Tonight we are playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, set in the world of Edinia, a place where diametrically opposed factions vie for control of all magic in the world. Hello everyone. We are back. We need some music, don't we? We need some ambiance.
No, we can just be like dun 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 ba da da ba 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 ba.
Is that like some Lord of the Rings music right there?
I was really I started singing Pirates of the Caribbean, and then I was like, no, I cannot be singing Pirates of the Caribbean.
The mouse will come after you.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't made a pilgrimage to the House of Mouse, so I feel like I'd be like, when the mouse takes over, I will be the first bunch of people to be executed, because I've made the sin of being both gay and having never visited Disneyland. So
How dare you?
so I can't be both.
You should have got your ass down here, huh? Oh, hey, look at that. Look at what I got over here. I've got some issues going on over here. So, hey, everyone, if we could go ahead and give some fate chips to these wonderful people for some technical difficulties right off the gate, because I had to kind of like all willy-nilly throw some things together because OBS just loves to give me some complications.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's that?
OBs.
New map. Let's put new map behind a bunch of stuff. Hey, look at that. Hey, look, you can see the tops of my players' heads now. Are we missing a Genwashi? Hey, let's go ahead and introduce everybody today. Let me do my actual duties as the GM. I am Armand, the humble pirate GM with only half of his face working, so hello. How are we all doing today? We have Good Devil playing Quentin, the half-elf warlock. We have Jesse playing Halihera, the half-elf druid. Nat.
Aye, Captain.
Yes, that's one eye, please.
Aye, Captain.
There you go. We have Nat playing Ghreye, the bugbear barbarian.
R?
Tavy playing Sister Nova, the Aasimar paladin.
You got it.
Yeah. And Jen Washi-Toshi playing Poisonous Ghreye, the half-orc sorcerer. And he's somewhere. I'm sure he'll oh, I see him. There he is.
Half-invisible sorcerer.
As he poofs back into screen. And chat, how are we all doing today?
I'm here.
Sorry.
I would like.
think that was the most horrible sneeze I've ever heard.
I'm sorry.
I do want to ask the chat for some fate chips here. That's 200 fate chips for anyone who can tell me the name of the dead pile of person lying at the feet of our party.
It's Quentin, or soon to be.
As Quentin slowly turns around, like, what's this over here? Oh, hey, let's give Atlas that quick cash there for Milton Dudenhef. She got full name.
No.
She got full name. That's
That old dude in half, he was always a shifty little bastard.
I fucking love Atlas.
Who would like to start us off on our recap? Who remembers what we went through last stream?
I feel like
ago.
Good Devil remembers, right? Does Good Devil remember what happened last time?
Good Devil does remember. Someone was about to snitch, so he got stitches.
What? Good Devil got stitches? Because I feel like.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I feel like that hasn't happened yet.
I feel like there was a lot that led up to that. We always, every time I ask for a recap, we work backwards.
You don't ask for a good recap. You ask for a.
Sorry, recap. I'm being salty. Okay, so we were on a boat.
We went to this town.
We were on a boat. We made a cute little boat for Sniffler. It was adorable. Then we went to a town. Sister Nova acquired some bread. Also,
how did she acquire that bread? I'm just curious. How did that happen?
I don't want to talk about it. Cut the camera.
Thievery, shameful thievery and trickery is how it was done.
Gave it to me willingly.
That is not a lie. You willingly did.
And he was only manipulated a little bit. Just tiny.
I just
abused
my status
only the
as
skinniest
the
soldier
chosen
in all
one.
the army that probably could use a meal, you know.
I feel like you cannot speak right now. You can absolutely.
I'm just pointing out the incredible amount of judgment coming from someone who probably just
I took food. You
gave
fully
a guy
murdered an innocent person. Don't act like this is comparable.
Well,
this is not comparable.
I see here that a week off did not do anything to cool these tempers.
I feel okay. Like Sister Nova and Ghreye argued a lot, but like I feel like they put aside their differences, right? And now they're both mad at Quentin. Sister Nova discovered that Hollyhara is a druid, and Hollyhara now has the nickname the Wolf of Midnight, which is definitely a very, very real religious icon within the Library of Midnight. Very real, very real. Didn't make that up.
Excellent.
Yeah, have I missed anything? Is anyone else? Because like,
has anyone else wronged you? So that's pretty much what happened. You all got off the boat. I found that small little dock village that had just enough bread to feed their families.
No.
Yeah, Milton did tell Q some rumors in Abyssal. We'll get to that. You then traveled about a day to the town of Montauk, where you arrived to find the entire village devoid of life. No signs of struggle, no burning, no destruction or anything like that. Just an entire full town empty. Save for one lone soul, a Mr. Milton Dudenhalf, who was a member of the Order, an old friend. Was yeah, an old friend of Quentin's, and actually best buds. Still, Good Devil, or I'm sorry, Quentin. I would like you to start this off before we get into anything with a Constitution save. Interesting. I'll take note of that.
I would usually say I don't like that interesting, but like when the Quentin, I do. I'm okay with that interesting.
And also, so who remembers what exactly happened right before we cut to credits last session?
Do you remember Quentin?
Yes. Someone in the back, for whatever reason, the thing I remember the most is someone in the background started playing "Don't Start Believing" by Journey, and then everything faded to black. Wait, what are you guys talking about?
A different show.
Oh. So yeah, met an old buddy, old pal. I'm not really. I wasn't super keen on everyone knowing he's an old buddy, old pal. As a matter of fact, this guy, I'm not a particular huge fan of him and people that remain in this place he's chosen to stay. Especially fuck him. If I could pick him up, the reason why I want to be a necromancer so bad, I want to pick him back up, just so I can kill him again. Because fuck that guy.
And as the party was getting ready to address this, because we'll get a little meta here, the entire conversation that happened between Quentin and Milton was in Abyssal, a language that no one else in the party speaks. Oh, wait, except for one person, which I do not believe we addressed. Actually, no. Sister Nova did start saying, "Wait, no, they were talking about they were friends, this and that."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as Nova had the opportunity to spill the tea, Nova did that.
I feel like
a lot, and just kept doing it, and then refilled the cup and spilled some more.
As the tea had been spilt, a disembodied voice boomed over all of your heads. A familiar voice to most of you. Ah, yes. My favorite group of adventurers.
You guys smell a huge ass?
It seems...
It does smell a bit like
Yeah,
that.
I do. It's you, Quentin.
It seems like a nagging injury. You follow me around, being nothing more than a nuisance. If I would have known that we'd keep meeting like this, I would have taken care of this back on the island. You fools have no idea what you are getting yourselves into.
Yeah, I don't. Hi, I'm Sister Nova. How are you?
Oh my! I see you wasted no time in replacing your bard. Tell me, did any of you even mourn the loss to your party before you thrust someone else into the role? Tell me, my dear, what misfortune struck you that you would find yourself with this group of failures and rejects? What did they promise you in return for your services? I'm sure there's room in our plans for a chosen one.
I mean, the king sent me to supervise, or not the king. It occurs to Sister Nova that the Holy Eclipse, the reason she's on this mission is because the Holy Eclipse doesn't trust the king, and so she's here to observe these guys.
And so you're internalizing all this right now?
Yeah, so it's kind of just hitting her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh wait, no. Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. Look, I'm here because I'm a representative sent by the church to achieve an artifact.
Yes, the Church of Midnight. I am very well aware of that. Chosen one. It seems that you are cursed to do the bidding of those in charge. Oh dear, what do we have here? Another poor unfortunate's breath taken away? And as you hear this, you still haven't seen Hugh. Actually, everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
P is for perception. Sorry.
I'm still a wolf, yes.
Correct. Holly, Hera, and Ghreye. You both notice from one of the windows higher up on the manor house. The window is open, and Hugh is just kind of leaning out, looking down upon this entire scene, and you can see that he's staring down at this lump of clothing, because as you remember, Milton's body is no longer there. It is just his robes. Yes. The consequences of your perfunctory actions. Tell me, did poor Milton tell you about the news coming out of the Order? Or did your hasty actions take his sweet soul before he could tell you anything actionable? Oh, how delightful! Your hot-headedness works so well in my favor.
May I speak to him in Abyssal?
To who?
To Hugh.
Sure,
Hugh.
absolutely.
I'm very sorry that we are meeting for the first time under such unideal circumstances, but I see myself as a peacemaker, and I'm just wondering if there's any chance we can discuss this. Is there any peaceful... As you know, I'm from the Library of Midnight, and it is our mission to learn all that we can about the world, to bring peace and to bring understanding, understanding being the ultimate power, and I would love to learn more about your walk of life so that we could possibly find a resolution.
All right. Yes, Quentin.
So I just heard Sister Nova suggest peace with the Order. Am I getting that straight?
Peace with Hugh. You don't know if Hugh is working for the Order, against the Order. You hear her saying this in Abyssal. The rest of you do not understand what Sister Nova has said, but Hugh responds in common. Oh, if only you troublesome adventures would leave well enough alone. Peace? You want peace? This world that you hold dear is bloated. A disease runs deep in the heart of Edinia that will only be purged by my cleansing fire. If you know what is good for you, you will all await for the reckoning while back at your homes with your families. Oh,
could you tell us more about the disease?
Oh, hold on.
Sorry.
That is, besides you, Ghreye. You half-orc swine. And to think, she thought you would actually pose a threat. The only threat you all pose is to yourselves. You all make my job so much easier. I can inform her there's no need for me to destroy you, as you will all see to this yourselves. And as he says that, the booming clap of thunder just hits, and the skies darken, and a rainstorm appears. And Hugh, just as quickly as he was there, is no longer there in the window. You hear, fading away, little bits of laughter as he goes. If you think
that guy talks a lot.
If you think that you can handle it, be my guests. But I promise you, the next time we meet, you will not be so lucky.
But there's so much I want to learn. I just shout that like into the abyss or whatever. Like, just tell me what you know.
Holy shit.
Oh, good. A pirate episode, says Lonely Fans. Yes. Arr, arr.
So, like, who is this guy? And this bard person is popping up a lot.
One thing I'll tell you, Sister Nova, is thinking you could have achieved peace with him. Not everyone wants peace. It's something you're going to learn very quickly being out here with
Yeah,
us.
I noticed. Okay, you can't really lecture me on like peace negotiations
Oh,
'cause
trust me,
we
I
haven't
added
forgotten what you
I added-
literally just did.
to world peace by taking that piece of garbage out.
So,
What,
Quentin,
your friend who was begging you for help. That was peaceful.
As this conversation is happening, you feel a slight chill run down your spine. You get this feeling that you're being watched, but you can't quite tell from where. Almost feels like it's from all over.
Yeah.
Is that everybody or?
No, that's just Quentin feels that.
Oh. Does it remind me of anything? Have I felt this feeling before about that?
You haven't felt this feeling before, but it feels like a familiar presence. But this is not a feeling that you have experienced before.
Can I do an insight check to see if I should keep berating Quentin or if I'm picking up on a vibe that maybe there's something bigger at play?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay.
The deep murdery vibe.
Yeah, roll a d20 for a vibe check. Yeah.
I like how insight is just a glorified vibe check.
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah. Vibe check.
Vibe.
So you get this feeling that that something just happened to Quentin that kind of like disturbed him a little bit, like a very like odd feeling. You can kind of see this like not an actual shadow, but you sense like a shadowy feeling around him right now. Not like evil, not like an evil emanating from him. I want to be clear about this because I'm not trying to bring more smoke to the Quentin fire right now. He does not need my help. But
He does bad enough
almost as if something has attached itself to him, and that's as far as I'll go with that.
It's the wart.
But as this is going on, Ghreye, you're getting this urge, this feeling. It's something pulling you into the house.
There's a lot to be said about what just happened here, and I think I, as much as anyone, would like to know more about what happened to Etta. So, but right now I have I don't know why, but I need to move forward. I need to move into this house.
Who is Edda? Is this the bard person?
Yeah, that's our bard friend.
Because she keeps turning. Did she die? Like, because every time she comes,
He took her from us. We could talk more. I think we can talk more about this once we get inside.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? You want to follow me into this house?
Shouldn't...
I don't know. I don't know why, but I need to move into there right now. Something is telling me we have to get into this house.
I say we listen to Ghreye.
Holly just starts towards the door.
Yeah.
Or just stands there in the rain.
I fucking love you.
All right, so is that the decision? We're moving into the buildings.
Yeah.
Get out of the rain.
We're all moving in. Yeah.
All right.
OnlyFans is stupid.
So you all open the door. Ghreye is the first one that kind of opens the door here. He's kind of, it's almost like mechanical how he's operating, like something's controlling him, but he's not really being controlled, just like a feeling pulling him, urging him through the threshold. As you all make your way into the door kind of gently closes behind you. And you find yourself in what seems to be a grand hall. This would be where the family here would hold court for the town. It has a grand staircase going up over to a balcony to get to the second floor. It has 3 rooms adjoining on each side, so 6 rooms in total. And a staircase going down into the basement area. So that is pretty much the makeup of the main floor here. As you enter, it feels like this place has been empty for longer than a couple of days. The air's a lot more stale. Feels still. And we're gonna need another perception check. I'm gonna be giving you guys a lot of perception rolls, so get your clicky fingers ready on the perceptions.
Do I get
19.
advantage because it's you know, my house?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
I rolled a 19.
I rolled a nat 1.
Excellent. I rolled 13 minus 6.
I rolled a 6. I really want to make sure that door still opens.
So basically, everybody who rolled above a 10, your eyes are drawn to the area that court is held, and you see what looks to be the family here. Spirit form almost. Like you don't. They're not ghosts, but you're seeing what looks like an imprint of the past. All of these members of the town lining up, going up to the dais, and speaking their problems, their concerns, getting the wisdom from the ruling family here. You can't hear any of the words they're speaking. Everything kind of sounds mumbled. But you see a figure rush up to the dais and whisper into the ear of the man sitting in the chair. And the man sitting in the chair gets up, excuses himself, and follows the other figure towards the staircase leading down into the basement. And then, as that happens, all of the figures that were standing there just dissipate into nothingness, and everybody is just still standing in this empty hall.
Oh, that was interesting. I suddenly want to go down to the basement.
I'm sorry, I was writing in my journal. What happened?
Yes. Mr. Genwashi, you absolutely would recognize the gentleman as the head of the royal family here. The person who is pretty much in charge of keeping you locked away for your pretty much entire life up until you escaped.
I want to check the door, make sure the door opens.
Hey, nobody.
It does.
No.
Door works, guys. Don't worry.
Did you guys see that?
The door?
No, that whole.
Yeah, I saw the door. The door. I mean, it's cool that the door opens.
No. The whole.
We've been tricked.
the whole
You mean the
thing-
ghost family?
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the way that the door goes like in and out? I
No,
saw
not
that.
the door. No, guys. So they didn't see it. We should tell them. I'll tell them very briefly. There was just like a weird, dusty, ghost spectral family scene here, where the piece of shit who kept me locked up my entire life was sitting on his stupid throne of lies, and then somebody came in and talked to him, and then they all left, and they went down this door.
I see what's happening here. I'll pick
Yeah.
up Ghreye like a baby.
Hey. Okay. Can we make rolls for this?
Sure. Well, are you contesting him holding you like a baby this time?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
for the first time ever. All right. I'm gonna strength roll. Can we just do a strength to strength roll?
Yeah, we'll do opposed. Well, no. It's gonna be
Mine would be athletics.
It's gonna be Dex. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got the strength. I'm not worried about that. It's gonna be how quick he can do it.
So we're doing Dex?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Ghreye, you reach out to grab for Ghreye. As you're so accustomed to, you know when he's feeling like this, he always likes to kind of be bundled up and rocked a little bit. But Gray's not having any of it this time. He's quickly stepping off to the side, and you just miss him.
Ghreye, listen. Now's not the time. I'll let you know when baby needs coddle. Right now, I want to make sure that you understand what's going on. So you didn't see the ghost person. I'm assuming, Sister Nova, you didn't see the ghost people either, right?
Okay, so I didn't, but you said they went through this door.
Yeah.
Are these ghosts like violent or like
I don't even know if they're ghosts, to be honest, because I don't know if these people are dead. This whole town is empty, and we don't know anything thanks to Huster over here.
Can I do a history check based on everything Ghreye just said, in case I've read about it in the Library of Midnight, like a supernatural phenomenon is similar to this, to see if there's like somewhat scientific explanation for what could be happening?
Yeah, absolutely. Make this an Arcana actually, because that's kind of where this is going.
I was actually going to ask if I could roll an Arcana throw for.
Yeah, if you both want to.
Can we all just roll Arcanas then? Let's all do it.
Yeah, if you want.
Yay! Sister Nova killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin and I didn't really kill it. Holly Hera, do better next time.
So.
Because I didn't roll my physical die for that.
So you know from your studies, Sister Nova, that there are some points in time that are so pivotal to the future of the world that they almost leave a magical imprint. And this is you've read accounts of other paladins that have experienced this kind of thing in certain temples where a lot of magic had happened, where that magic had left an imprint of things that have happened that have allowed people to see the past in the present. So it's almost like a window.
Is there a way to activate on an 18? Does Sister Nova know of how these visions are reactivated? Is there something that we did to see this vision again?
That is something that some of the best scientists and mages in the course of the history of Edinia have been trying to figure out. But this phenomenon is kind of a mystery still, even to this day.
Kind of like how eels reproduce. Like no one knows.
No one knows. Yeah. No one. Hey, here's your learning fact for the day. No one knows how eels produce.
They just disappear to the Bermuda Triangle, and then they come back.
Yeah.
With babies.
Babies. That's what Hank Green told me. So I believe everything he tells me.
And it's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
Google.
So what you may have witnessed is sometimes there are historical events that are so world-changing and, important that they leave a magical imprint on time itself in the location. So it's kind of like a magical time capsule of a particular moment.
So what we just saw has already happened, and we are now in the room or in the area after it had happened. Is there any way to tell how long ago this happened, or
is that?
Ghreye, why don't you roll me and we'll make this insight.
Okay.
So it's like the building's memory.
Wow.
Oof.
Cool.
So you can't
is this because time means This is what happens after I roll that.
Timelines. Time are not lines. Time
I
is
don't-
circle.
Multiverse?
That is why clocks are
I
round.
don't know. I don't
May
know things. Do you
may
know
I
stuff?
do a spicy insight?
You can, but the reason why Ghreye was getting that is because he knows the people that these imprints are of. I am gonna give him a little bit of something. You can't quite pinpoint exactly when in the past this was, but the guy in the chair looked a little bit younger than you remember seeing him.
Oh shit, that's not what I would have guessed. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Hey
what
guys,
should-
I think maybe this was before I left.
This is before you left.
Yeah, and I've been gone for a while,
So
a
this
couple
is
years, yeah.
while
You've been gone for a couple
so-
years.
some years.
Sister Nova's trying to piece
Guys.
together the timeline in her head. So this happened while you were alive, but before you left. Do you know how many years, like precisely how many years ago you left?
I left. I don't know. I don't know. I stopped keeping track of time. You know, when life gives you lemons, you just say fuck them and bail. You know.
No, you make
I don't really know
lemonade.
what I don't really know what a watch or a clock is. Like, what is time? You know, I don't know. I've just been out here surfing.
Time
Hakuna Matata.
is okay. So do you know how old you are?
I think I'm in my 20s or something.
The big boy. He's grown.
Big boy.
You know,
Okay.
my early twins.
I think
God, I
we-
hate myself for saying twins.
I think Sister Nova's like 18, and she's kind of like, oh fuck me. I guess you don't know how old you are. What?
Yeah, I'm not really
Can't
sure.
read.
What
Can't
I do
tell
know is this.
time. Doesn't have a calendar.
Yeah,
The list
I'm
goes
a
on.
I'm half
Like-
work, bro. I get
okay,
off,
so,
like,
like-
slide by in my silver hair and childish.
It's like I've seen your calendar. I know it's not relevant, but like instead of having weekdays, you just have kill day as every day.
That's not my calendar. You're snooping through my bag, but I'm carrying shit for Quentin because up until very recently, I was his, little slave or whatever. I don't know what you want to call me. It's like begrudging friend. I wouldn't call it slave. His big mean daddy. I just told you this. His fire daddy made me be nice to him when he was mean to me. It doesn't matter. That's his calendar. It's not mine. Killing day is not my thing. That's his thing.
Do you think people are only friends with me because I'm the chosen one? Sorry, Sister was like realizing.
Listen, I think we're getting off track here. I'm gonna reel this back in real fast. I think maybe.
Right, yeah, sorry, time.
I think maybe this happened when I was still a kid or a young child. I would guess based off the way that he looked, I was. I wasn't even a teenager yet.
Do a history check to see if I know anything about that time period around this area. Like Sister Nova was really reaching here, but like she's really trying to like piece together what precisely this could have been, because if it was an important event, surely there was some documentation of it, right?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Roll that history. This one will be history.
Damn.
Okay, so you are familiar with about 20 some odd years ago. Something odd happened in the town of Montauk. Something magical, and the Church of Midnight was dispatched to figure out what was going on. Upon arrival, nothing seemed to be out of the ordinary. They did note in their journals that the ruler of the town seemed very dismissive of them. Did not seem like he was willing to cooperate as much as he should be. He wasn't downright. He didn't refuse them, but he didn't. They got the sneaking suspicion that he was keeping something from them, but they never really could get to the bottom of it. And the town continued to prosper for years after that, so no one gave it a second thought. They just thought it was a blip. Something happened, and it just corrected itself.
Okay, so can we say like canonically that Sister Nova just regurgitated all of that for us?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I just realized something as a player. Like the reason that Sorry, I feel like I must sound like
Meta
an idiot. Yeah, meta hat. Right. So like, the town knew that if the Library of Midnight discovered a naturally magical orc, they would want to take it back to the Library of Midnight and research it. Right?
That does
Because that's
seem
a-
like
that's a-
something that the church would do. 100%.
That's a supernatural phenomenon. Like, that's a once in a lifetime discovery. So it's possible. Oh my god! It's possible that Ghreye was imprisoned for his own protection against the church. That's kind of fucked. Oh my god!
Hey, you can interpret things a million different ways. If that's the interpretation that you want to take, please, by all means.
I don't
Is it the
think
right
Sister
one?
Nova
Who
would
knows?
come to this conclusion, but me as the player, that's my personal theory.
Excuse me for 1 second while I grip it and rip it. Okay, now that we're done with that, hey guys, I say we should head through that door like Ghreye wanted to go and Sister Nova wanted to go, because we've learned a lot from this one little instance. But something tells me that if we follow the Casper ass fucking spectral trail, we'll be able to figure out more information.
They're footprints of time. They're not ghosts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, let's follow the ghosts. Ready? Let's go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the door.
I'll go.
Holly follows.
Okay. Holly, are you still a direwolf?
Yep.
Cool.
Hence all the
Yeah.
silence.
All right. So, if everybody's following, the stairway down. It's a tight spiral, so you're all going down single file, and when you get down there, it's this dank, dusty cellar. It's got some wine casks on the far wall, and a few rooms adjoining. And you see, as you all get to the bottom of the landing, almost as if the scene was continuing. The ruler and the other figure that brought him down rush into one of the adjoining rooms.
Did we all see it this time?
Yes. Now, because it's pretty much been brought to everybody's attention. So.
I'm gonna
I
rush
chased
and follow.
after them.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I'm gonna rush and follow.
Cool.
I think these are the things you're
Holly
talking
as
about.
well.
I think Sister Nova just walks up to them because it's not like they're going anywhere, right? It's
Right.
just a memory. It's a memory, and
It's a
Sister
ghostly
Nova
memory.
just sort of walks
I'll
up
catch 'em.
to them to try and not disturb the balance. Like she
Get 'em,
walks up
Ghreye.
to it carefully because she doesn't know if how fast she goes is gonna blow it away or anything. Because this is still something that's very new and being researched.
Mm-hmm.
So she's approaching it with caution.
Perfect.
Ghreye,
And,
catch the ghosts.
Ghreye, you said you were gonna go after them. Were you trying to actually like grab at them or do anything like that?
I'm gonna try and stop Ghreye. I'd like to try and restrain Ghreye.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. If you want to try it with words first, and then if he's still gung ho about it, if we want to make some rolls, we can address it that way.
Ghreye. What if he didn't?
Vegas.
No, please don't. These are. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. This is a very delicate thing that is not to be touched. It's very rare and magical, and you don't like magic, remember? So yeah. Don't mess with it, please.
Were you
They're
just
actually
sniffing
made
it?
out of beef jerky, Ghreye. Go get them.
I will
Alright, we'll
actually
back off.
behead you. I will fully
him,
behead
Ghreye.
you. I will fully behead you.
As Ghreye backs off, I assume everybody's making their way to the room here.
Yeah.
So you enter in on this scene, and you actually can hear some of the dialogue this time. And what you are seeing is, you see a tall, lumbering half-orc standing there in the corner of the room, His arms are crossed, and he's just kind of looking at what's going on. You know, the king of the town and his advisor enter the room, and lying on this bed of straw is one of the fairest maidens in all of the land. Gorgeous, flaxen-haired, legs up in stirrups, screaming at the top of her lungs in great pain, bulging belly. She's giving birth. And a doctor next to her with some, oh, hello, Wistex gifting out some subs, trying to get up on that leaderboard I see. Thank you, Wistex, for that. We really do appreciate that. Everybody throw those hearts in chat, please. You see the doctor kind of has some hot water in a pot and some torn up sheets and putting it on her forehead, and he looks over to the ruler and goes, my lord is he's coming any minute now. And you see the ruler's grumbling. Oh God, I cannot believe this. You bring shame and dishonor to this entire family, everything that we have done for you, and this is how you're going to repay us, with this abomination coming from you. And Orthan, which is the tall, lumbering half-orc in the corner. Ghreye, you obviously recognize this is Orthan the Feared. Orthan walks over and kind of puts his hand on the shoulder of the ruler and goes, my lord, this is not the time or the place. She needs...
Are we about to see baby Ghreye?
She needs to rest. And the doctor's going, one final push. And you just hear this squalling baby come out and being held in the doctor's arms, being cleaned off. And this lighter skinned orc, it's kind of, exactly. You can see the woman is all teary-eyed and goes, my, he's so gray.
Gert passes out.
he's so gray. My baby. And she reaches out, and the ruler grabs the child and places it in Orthan's hands and goes, you will take this and you will keep it hidden from everybody. No one must know about this. The family cannot have this kind of disgrace. This is your charge now. And Orthan kind of just nods his head and leaves the room. And as he leaves the room, the images fade away and you're standing in this empty room. Yes.
I would like to procure 2 bottles of ale out of Grey's bag.
Mm-hmm.
Put one in his hand and be like, for he's a jolly good fella, for he's a jolly good fella, for he's a jolly good fella.
I would like to elbow
Quentin
for not being able to read a room. I would like to fully just go like that to him. Just like,
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get you one. I'm gonna grab another bottle and hand it to sister.
I don't accept it. I'm like, I'm just kind of like, I say in Abyssal, read a fucking room. Read a fucking room.
It's my birthday. Drink the bottle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were reading the room, and I'm gonna offer it to her again. Right now knows his birthday. That's pretty awesome.
Okay. Guys, very clearly that has to be me, right? Was that me? Was that baby me, guys? That was baby me, right?
Like,
I know that guy. That big tall guy.
Ghr is still lying on the ground unconscious.
Could somebody fart on that dude or something? Like, wake up, Papa.
Molly goes over and is like touching his face with her paw, licking his nose.
I was gonna roll a 20 for a crop dusting, but
yeah, do it.
Oh shit.
11.
Wait, so Grey's like, okay, so like Sister was trying to piece together because in her head like why this would be like something that would imprint itself, like why, because no offense to Ghreye, but like why would Grey's birth be
because I'm awesome
onto the universe itself and the fabric of time and space?
Are you asking the same character right now?
No, this is kind of like it's going through her mind. So,
Okay.
Sister Nova contemplates the possibility that Ghreye might be a bastard royal. Right? Because
A half-blood prince?
a half-blood prince, yeah. A half-blood magical boy.
Half-blood orc prince.
Yeah. Because that's like the only logical conclusion from this, right? A hidden secret that's also happens to be one of the only magical orcs in history that's naturally magical. Like, you
Very few,
know,
but they are very rare.
they're very rare, but like but like the birth of a magical orc by itself wouldn't imprint itself onto time and space, right? There would have to be another layer to it. There'd have to be something political about it.
Well, maybe.
He's obviously the rightful heir to the city.
Maybe there are more of these imprints around the house. Oh, I shouldn't make that face. I shouldn't make that face. That's awful. Don't do that.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm trying. Look, I'm trying to live with this, okay? In a couple of weeks I should be
It's
fine.
really fine.
You're doing great.
Really
You look
doing
wonderful.
amazing.
You
You're
sound
doing
wonderful. You're killing it.
You're doing amazing.
I honestly
Doesn't
think that you
seem
should
ever.
just keep the eye patch once this all blows over.
Grrr. Mama thinks you hachi machi. Okay, listen. So. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I was just gonna continue to talk about how I am both aghast at what I have seen and also super pumped and ready to party because it's my birthday and I am the party boy. So I'm already one bottle in. Q handed me a bottle. I drank that. Sister Nova, are you gonna drink this bottle? Are you gonna celebrate my birthday?
Great. Okay, look, there are bigger forces at play.
You're a hater. There's nothing bigger than me being born. Okay, let's move on.
I bitch slap this man.
Let's see how much
I'll
sense
it.
that smacks into him. Go ahead and roll me a 20-sided die, Ghreye. I want to see how much sense that smack's not slapped into you.
I don't get a chance to evade.
No,
Fine.
you're drunk. You've been drinking. You're in her face trying to get her to drink.
Well,
There's
drunk
don't
me.
wanna evade
He's like,
common sense.
I'm just perfectly fine. Drunk me, you know. Like I was.
For the record, I was the
So-
one offering her the drink.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
was
but-
leaned into. Okay, so
so-
not a lot. That's not a big number, so it can't be a lot of sense.
Is that the roll for resistance or is that the roll for common sense?
He didn't say. He just said
So-
roll me a 20-sided die.
So Sister Nova kind of gives you a smack across the face, like in the movie Airplane, and it just literally like washes like a soberness over your face,
Yeah.
and you get the realization that this is kind of a serious moment, and there's
Don't call me
probably-
Shirley.
don't call me Shirley. Did you like movies about gladiators?
All right, so I'm gonna react. You're right.
Okay, multiple things. Just
You're right.
because your birth is happening in this room doesn't mean it's your birthday. That can happen any day of the year. Okay?
Every day is birthday.
Maybe, I don't know.
Ugh.
Second of all,
Every party
Your
needs
birth-
a
okay,
pooper.
shut the fuck up, Quentin.
Brought you party pooper, party pooper, Nova.
okay. So secondly, your birth is imprinted into the very fabric of the universe by magic
it
that
sucks.
we do not understand, right? And that cannot just simply be because you're a sorcerer. Thousands of sorcerers are born every day, and
Sister
thousands
Nova.
of orcs are born every day. So there is something inherently political about your existence.
That could be true, but many a people have tried to figure out old Ghreye. Okay? I'm a mysterious soul, all right? You're not going to figure this bad boy out. That's just who I am.
I mean, if there's anyone who's gonna figure you out, who could figure you out, I feel like it's me.
Well, I guess we'll see. Where do we? Are we heading out? Is there somewhere to go? I'm thinking.
We gotta look.
Time to get some
No,
balloons,
no,
maybe some streamers.
we gotta look
Stifler,
more-
you ready to party, buddy? I'm just
That
kidding.
comment
Holly is
lasted
still just
2
poking
seconds.
Ghreye. Still just poking
Is
Ghreye.
Ghreye still asleep?
He'll wake up a second. Ugh. So much blood. Screaming. Ugh.
You look around, Ghreye, but you don't see you don't see the woman giving birth anymore. You don't see any of the blood. There's literally just an empty straw bed in this room.
What the fuck was that?
Did Ghreye just cuss? Did you guys hear that? All right, Ghreye. Woo! That's my man. Hey, buddy. And I'm gonna just toss him a bottle out of my bag like Santa Claus, like it's a fucking toy. Like I'm throwing it down a chimney and it's gonna toss him a bottle. Catch.
No, we need to keep our wits about us. We need to keep our wits about
enough.
us.
That's enough. That's enough to catch a bottle.
Okay, sweet. All right, now that we're all drinking and partying because of my birthday, which is very important, I have been sobered up by this slap. Listen.
I'm not drinking.
Let's move. Well, you're drinking. You're just in spirit. You're drinking. Let's move forward.
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's move forward. What's the next step in this process? I think there are probably more of these images. Now,
No,
I've been saying
no more
this.
images.
I have been saying this.
I don't know. Yeah, but it's cool that like I thought of it though. So like,
Oh, because you're a man?
well,
You
I
take
would-
my idea and claim it to your own?
you said it. I just think I'm great. I don't. I like being a. You know, listen. I think maybe, if that was me,
So mad.
the next image will be related to me, and I was kept in these quarters up in the top of this building. So I think if we're gonna find the next image, we need to go up.
Yeah, let's go up.
Well, it seems you're at least slightly familiar with this place. Memory might not be so fresh, but I trust you.
Up we go.
As long as you keep feeding me these.
Mhm. As you exit the birthing room, you see that little imprint of Orthan as he is going up the spiral staircase, and it just disappears as it goes through the doorway at top.
You guys saw that, right? Cool. To the doorway. Let's go.
Oh,
Sure, we'll go last this time.
You
Holly just follows.
yep. As you all are going up, did you know your camera's not on?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
I'm on the other side of the house. This is great.
Oh, cool. Oh, the headphones. Yes, Holly Hera got some wireless earbuds, so she's very happy about that.
Yeah.
Well, spicy.
Mm-hmm. So spicy as milk, boy. So as you get back up into that grand hall, you see another imprint, and the attendant is closing the doorway of the grand hall that exits the building, and it's just the family sitting up on the dais, and they're having a conversation. Orthan's standing close by the ruler of the town, and the ruler goes, "This paladin from the Church of Midnight. They know too much. They can't be allowed to know what happened here. Cannot have anyone finding out. Orthan." And Orthan goes, "Yes." He goes, You have made the preparations. We are good. He is to be locked away for eternity. No one may know." And he
Oh my
goes,
god.
Yes, but your daughter, what of her? She will forget of this child before long, I assure you. She has her duties to attend to, and I have mine, and you have yours. And as that happens, everything kind of dissipates, but you see as Orthan walks up the grand staircase to the second floor.
Maybe Chat is right. Maybe Ghreye is the real chosen one.
If only that king had someone around that had a baby killing quota. Sucks for him.
Damn, dude, I'm right here. I mean, we've established that as me as Bebe. So I don't appreciate. Thought we were pals. Stop taking my liquor then. Popping bottles.
This is a good story. I'm just saying.
What do you mean? Thought you were pals? Like, didn't you? I thought we were on the same page of we don't like Quentin because he killed his childhood best friend like 3 seconds ago.
I could care less about his best friend. That actually tracks for Q. I thought we were friends because I guess maybe I was forced to be his friend. I don't know. Listen, this isn't important right now. Let's move forward. Let's go. I don't want to confront this issue.
Okay, Meta, you stopped punching my butt. I started being nicer.
I stopped punching your butt because Meta. I had to stop punching your butt because I was forced to by a demon daddy.
And things have gotten better. So
I feel like
I'm literally overwhelmed with like
the ends clearly justify the means.
I feel like standards for friendship shouldn't be set by Demon Daddy.
Or butt punching.
No.
They should exclusively be.
Or definitely butt punching.
Yes,
unless your friends are
definitely
Betty's.
butt punching.
Honestly, I could ship Ghreye and Quentin. I could ship Ghreye and Quentin. If they had the right development, I could. They could. Enemies to lovers.
Yeah, you should watch our Thursday stream because I've been trying to ship Dwyer and Rungus for like half of season 1. It's actively trying to do it. Like
everybody's been trying to get a piece of Rungus.
Yeah. That Nala, I'm gonna punch her. It's gonna happen. Anyway. So yeah, you all saw that scene. You're all having this. Well, I guess you've been having this meta argument. So in real game world, what are we doing?
In real game world, so I would like to just fall silent.
I think Sister Nova's also
and just start following. I put my hood up, I tighten my backpack straps, and I just start moving forward.
Ollie follows.
This hit me different. This situation hit me in a way that I'm not able to come to grips with yet, and I need to know more.
Absolutely.
I think Sister Nova would like to investigate the room to see if she can find anything relating to the Library of Midnight, because that was mentioned here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It
true.
actually was.
The slowly follow, slowly nursing the bottle.
Yay!
After watching what just transpired, Haley feels like an emotional responsibility to take care of and nurture Ghreye now. So she's gonna just stick next to him the whole time we're in here.
In wolf form.
Yes.
I have as an orc have a dire wolf homie. Yes.
Emotional support.
And since you have a direwolf, that means you also have a Ghreye too.
Yeah, and you know what? They have to let you take your direwolf on planes if it's a emotional support animal. So
Emotional support wolf.
Cancun, here we come.
All right, so let's see what's happening here. So
What are you doing?
Ghreye is moving up the staircase because he wants to follow. Holly Hera in wolf form, sticking close behind. I'm assuming Gurr is following.
Reluctantly.
Sister Nova is wandering around a little bit in the Grand Hall to see if there's anything that kind of
anything I would recognize. Or Noah, from that book I read from that guy who chose his own name and went missing in this area like 20 years ago, which is all the same timeline.
So there's really nothing that's standing out as far as in the room here now. These imprints being from so long ago, anything physical from that time, could have easily been moved or destroyed or misplaced or stored away somewhere. But you do feel like there's something going on. Like Sister Nova has been hitting on all of these notes. Something isn't adding up. 1 + 1 is coming up to 3, and it's just not making any sense. Did I see Quentin wanting to do something, say something? Oh, skill bonus for Quentin. Hey, just so you know, when you get a skill bonus for one of our players, any skill check they make can be done at advantage. So that is very, very beneficial for them. So please help our
Bring
fellow-
on the skill bonuses.
Thank you very much, Deadpool. I'm also gonna remind chat, XP bonuses are a thing, and your favorite junior proctologist might be just one short of, being maximum power.
No, the rule is XP bonuses go to the druid.
And I will say, it is going to be
We'll take all your sticks.
it is going to be maybe not this session, but a session soon where level up will take place. So you definitely want to get those XP bonuses in for our players, so they get their cool stuff when they level. Cool. No, Perito, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you this. You cannot take place. You cannot enjoy it if you're playing. It's not fair. It's not cheating. I have to have some rules. But Atlas did give an XP bonus for Haley. So that's wonderful. Let me write that down on my little XP tracker here.
Wait a minute.
Hey, and just so everybody knows,
Wait a minute.
Mr. Ghreye only has one bonus. So you guys need to either Ghreye needs to start advocating for himself more, or y'all just need to start giving the orcs some XP bonuses.
You ain't too proud to beg.
I mean, I am though.
Did you guys change the item list?
Oh, we're missing some things, aren't we?
Interesting. Okay, well, we'll deal with that, but we're gonna push
fix
it
that.
right along while this is happening. So, was there anything like specific that you wanted to look for while you were down here, Sister Nova?
Okay, so I'm looking for anything at all that relates to the Library of Midnight. I am also looking for anything that suggests. Basically, I'm looking for research. See if there's any
Perfect.
research on Ghreye here. Any paper. I'm looking for a paper trail. I am looking for a paper trail.
Why don't you,
Any paper trail.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me an insight check? All right, not the best insight, but it's still about half.
As I have not left the room.
And you.
So, Sister
Out here
Nova,
with the big pop.
you're
Right.
looking for any kind of research or papers or anything like this. You can see that these rooms that are down here are more like public space. Like this grand hall is where like the normal folk from the city will come in to talk to their ruler. There's some adjoining rooms that are like dining rooms and things like that. Anything that is this important or this secret would most likely be kept locked away somewhere, hidden. So if there was a paper trail, if there was anything regarding Ghreye or the mysterious visit from the Church of Midnight, it would most likely be locked away somewhere secure.
Okay.
But as you have come to that realization, you see everybody start to make their way up the grand staircase.
And it's just me and Quentin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Q did roll a 22 for insight in that room. I don't know if that helps.
I don't know what he's looking for.
And we'll just say objects of interest.
Yeah, it's just like it looks like a normal room. It really does. It doesn't look like outside of this
Fair.
crazy.
Four walls and a roof.
Fuck your 22,
Yep.
dude.
There are some walls and some ceilings. No, wait, just one ceiling.
Ah.
Only one.
That's 2 today. See how many of them I can fit in.
You found a gray baby toy.
So I kind of like gladly I give Quentin the coldest stare I've ever given in my entire life, and then I go up the stairs. Very cold shoulder at the minute.
For once, I think I actually might have felt something, like a cold breeze. Whatever. I follow up the stairs.
I punch Quentin square in the fucking face because I hear that and I'm like, no. Absolutely not.
All right. I guess we're doing this then. But before we get to that, we're at with the other group, the group that's not trying to kill themselves or each other, I should say. Ghreye has been following this imprint with Halihera and Ghreye close behind, and they get to a room. And Ghreye, this, as soon as you see the figure walk through the door, you are instantly hit with the realization that that's your room. You see the padlock on it, which is broken, and the door is slightly ajar. And the little slit that would slide open that they would give you your food in. All of it just bringing back all of these memories, just washing over you. Go ahead.
As this hits me, I fall to one knee. I'm on one knee and one hand down and the other hand's over my face. And I stop and I say, why am I back here?
At that, we go back to the staircase where Quentin has just said something antagonistic towards Sister Nova, and Sister Nova, without missing a beat, turns around on the staircase to make the swing. So go ahead and make a this is just fist. So this is just gonna be,
just fully.
This is gonna be
Just, like-
strength. I think we should do opposing strength versus dex.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the best bet to go here.
So just strength, like fully just strength.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
Oh, we got a skill bonus.
10
Got a
plus
skill
1.
bonus for Sister Nova.
Yay.
That means she can take the 11.
So in the event of a tie, what happens? Because I got an 11.
No way.
I believe rules as written, a tie would go to the defender, but
No, I think
But
it goes-
nothing rules.
Oh wait, no, it does go to it does go
I
to
like
the
rules.
defender.
mhm.
I'm like, Quentin,
I think
like
okay.
rules.
Maybe
here's how I'm here's how I'm going to narrate this. So Sister Nova turns around quickly, and Quentin, you realize that you have just said something, and maybe you have finally said the final thing that has pushed Sister Nova over the edge. And you see as her fist is flying through the air towards you, and it kind of almost makes contact with your face. You can actually kind of feel it scrape by. Roll me a acrobatics check. This is Quentin.
I like your hat, Flashy.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 5 total.
Fall down the stairs.
You do slip down the last couple of stairs. You don't fall or anything. You don't hurt yourself. But that act of her throwing that punch does throw you kind of down a couple of flights of stairs.
Flights?
Oh, sorry, a couple of actual steps, like five stairs, not
few
A couple of
stairs.
stories of building.
yeah, a
Yeah,
couple,
it
couple
should've
stories
been
of buildings.
stories.
A couple of grand
You're
canyons.
now
Off the
no,
cliff.
I'm just kidding.
Babushka.
Babushka.
Again, you almost made me feel something. Keep trying, kid. You'll get there. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna get up, dust myself off, continue
Somebody
walking up the
step on this
stairs.
man's balls.
Can I block him from going up the stairs? Because Sister Nova was like, no.
You are more than welcome to try. This would be 2 opposing strength checks.
Well, before I do, I'm gonna be like, sister, you really are acting like the, epitome of an 18-year-old right now. And for someone who said we're wasting time, you're wasting time. Let's go.
You're a murderer and you're being insufferable. Utterly insufferable. Like, I've never met...
I was a
more-
murderer
just-
when you met me, and I'll be a murderer after I
I've-
leave you.
Yeah, but like, I thought you murdered bad people, but now I've learned that you're the bad person. You're the bad person,
You
not the people
seem
you
to
kill.
not want to understand that he was not a good
He
person.
was begging for your help. He was
may have-
begging. He was on his knees and you refused him. He was trying to be, he wanted an out. He didn't have
Indeed.
a choice. And you are privileged in the fact that you had a choice. You escaped
Sister,
or whatever.
sister, hold on. Let's go ahead and not pretend with ourselves, amongst ourselves, that you didn't understand that conversation we had. One of the things I asked him, I know you heard it. If you leave here today, are you going to tell them I'm still alive? He couldn't give me a definitive no. If he wanted my help, he had every intention of going back to those bastards.
Well, yeah, but
I'll be
you don't-
damned if they claim the other half of me, sister. And yeah.
Wait, what other half of you?
Oh my goodness.
She touched the nerve. She touched the nerve.
You and that damn Eldritch Blast.
Well, go on. I'm waiting.
What's your AC, Sister Nova?
Oh no. I may have girl bossed a little too close to the sun, gang.
Like poor Icarus, not heeding his father's words.
16.
Yeah, so... A green bolt of energy flies out of Quentin's hand and blasts you square in the chest, sending you 30 feet up the stairs, dealing 10 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
We cut to the 3 of the rest of our party in the hallway, and you all hear a loud and you hear you hear the sound of like a person hitting a wall.
Girl, run downstairs, happy to leave this room.
Ghreye, you run and you see at the top of the stairs, Sister Nova is lying there with like green, like smoke almost coming off of her chest plate.
He fully just shot a spell at me.
And Quentin standing there, like 5 steps up the stairs with his hand outstretched. Exactly.
I'm gonna bear hug restrain him.
Yeah.
Let me go. I won't go back to those bastards.
We're not taking you back.
I won't go
We're just
back.
asking you to be a decent human being. We're asking the bare minimum of you.
Quentin, roll me a What did I say before? What was that? Constitution check. All right. So as you're being constrained, you get a light feeling like you had before, that kind of chill, but it's nowhere near as strong. And you hear a whisper in your ear, but you can't quite tell what the words are, but it sounds like Milton's voice. But it's not saying anything that you can understand. It's unintelligible.
Are we the only ones here? Me, you, Nova, are we the only ones here? Answer me, damn it!
Yeah.
I mean, there's also Ghreye and, Holly Harrow in the other room, but, like, for the most part, yeah.
I think I can, see right in this hallway.
I mean, here is a very loose term. Technically, what even is here? Like, from a philosophical standpoint.
Sorry, damn. Anywho, yeah, I think I left it off.
So, do you suddenly feel guilty? Do you suddenly feel like being a decent human being now, or are you still? Are you still trash?
Is he a human being? You're not a human being.
No, I mean humanoid. A humanoid being. How? Are you still flaming hot dumpster trash?
You hold me in so low regard for killing someone who kidnaps children from their families. But then again, I guess why you wouldn't see why that's a problem, sister. You and that blasted church of yours.
The church raised me.
Is that what you call it? I call it conscription.
The church raised me. The church did everything and helped me become who I am today. And you know what?
And yet one day of real life experience, you find yourself questioning their teachings.
You know what? You say all these horrible things about the Order, about how they go around killing people and hurting innocent people, when you are just as bad. You ran away from the thing you hated and became the very thing you loathed.
Quentin, Sister Nova says those words to you, and they kind of hit you square in the chest. You start thinking about things, and you're like, wow. It's like that meme, the hey, are we the baddies? Are we the baddies? No. Not full realization, but it starts those gears turning a little bit. And as that constant struggle that you've been making with Ghreye, you kind of start to self-internalize all this stuff, and you start to calm down a little bit. And Ghrey's just kind of now just almost embracing you as you just kind of are thinking about all this stuff on the inside. So this has all happened. We go back to the room. Ghreye has...
I did not hit her. Didn't I?
I did not. Ghreye opens the door to the room, and Sniffler is sitting there in the corner playing his little ukulele. It's getting better. He's getting better. But Sniffler does stop almost immediately, because as you enter the room, this imprint appears again. And Ghreye, you're standing there looking at this scene, and you go, oh, you recognize this exact moment. You remember this day. This is the day that Orthan came to you and told you that there was more to your existence than the simple servitude that you have been experiencing for the little bit of your childhood. He sits down. Yeah.
Sorry.
He sits down next to you on the bed and goes, little one, I'm sorry that I must keep you in these chains. It is not what I would choose in this situation, but unfortunately it is where we're at. You know that because of where you came from, you possess a innate magical ability that will one day manifest itself. I'm going to do my best to see that you are trained as best as I can, but you must know that no one can know. You must never show anyone here any ability that manifests itself in you. It would put you in great danger. Do you understand, little one? This is the time where little Ghreye can say something if he wants.
Okay.
Let's play ball, Daddy.
At that, the little boy, I'm gonna take agency away from you for this.
Sure.
The little boy Ghreye looks up at Orthan and goes, "Do you know who my mommy is?"
Hold on, pause. I am an orc. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make me a little boy, you gotta make me a little orc boy.
Do you know who my mommy is?
Do you know who my mommy is?
That's more goblin. Little
Squeal,
less
squeal.
growl.
Do you know who my mommy is? do you know?
You sound like the Grinch, Brave, when the Grinch was a boy. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Say what you're doing.
Mommy.
Orthan goes, "Oh, little one, I'm so sorry that you have to live this life, but know that I will look after you as best as I can. Now I must go. Now eat your dinner and get some rest. Tomorrow we will talk more of this." And
Okay.
yeah, he nods in the affirmative, and Orthan gets up and walks out of the room, and you and Holly and Sniffler are just kind of standing there having watched this play out.
Is it just me, or did little me sound real weird?
Direwolf nods its head.
Oh, that's right. I'm in the room with two like animal creatures. All right.
Nods and direwolf.
Oh, and hey, thank you, Atlas, for redeeming that one-liner for Q. Just in case you don't know, if you redeem a one-liner for one of our players, you can pick the player and the line that you would like them to say, and they will have to fit it in some way, shape, or form into a scene. So, have fun with that.
So I'm gonna Ghreye kneels down to Sniffler, and he says, "You see, that was Daddy, but little Daddy. Wasn't that weird?"
Little Daddy.
I'm talking to Sniffler.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sniffer goes, wah, wah.
Yeah. By the way, you're getting really good, like super good with that little guitar, that tiny guitar that you got.
He hops up on your shoulder and kind of like hugs your face and just goes, wah.
I love you, bud. And then I'm gonna put my hand on the direwolf's head and just do like one of those like there pats. You know, like one of these.
And as you do the pat, Sniffler runs down your arm and straddles Holly Hera, the direwolf on the back.
Ollie just hangs her head, lets it happen.
Lets it
Let
happen.
it just let it happen.
He's very gentle.
Let it happen.
He's not like kicking your sides or anything like that. He's just like he wants a ride.
He's only got duck-billed feet. They can't hurt that much.
So as the three of you exit that room, you notice another imprint walk from one doorway on the second floor to another doorway. Ghreye, you recognize it as the ruler of the town, but he looks older than you remember.
Dude, what?
And he also looked very, very troubled, and he was very hurried in his steps.
Holly, did you see that? I'm gonna talk to Holly like Holly's lassie. Holly, did you see that?
Where is it? Is Timmy stuck in a well?
Which way did they go? Yes. And then Holly takes off. Can Holly take off after the image, and then I chase Holly?
Yeah, and as you guys are walking down that hallway, you walk by the stairwell, and you see this scene of Ghreye with his arms wrapped around Quentin from behind, and Quentin just has his head hung, contemplative, and Sister Nova is just kind of like has sat herself up a little bit, still a little smoke coming from the her chest plate.
Holly says to Ghreye telepathically, did you finally do it? Did you finally kill him for me?
No, he didn't say so yet. But he's being bad.
Are you not ashamed?
Holy shit! What are you guys doing?
He shot a spell at me. I did try and he,
Captain
you know,
Haya?
Captain Haya.
Quentin.
Of course he
Quentin?
did. That's why he's restrained, right?
Really quick, and I'm going to say this out of character. Would you like to give them the full sequence of events, perhaps?
Yeah, okay, sorry. Okay. So, like, Quentin was being rude, and then I went to punch him in the face, but I missed, but he still fell down the stairs. And then we got into a very heated argument in which, at the end of the argument, he shot a very powerful spell at me, full force, that pushed me all the way up the stairs.
Cantrip.
It was like his best roll of Eldritch Blast too. Like
It was.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him do Eldritch Blast for 1 damage before. Like, I mean,
Yeah. This is big bad. All right, so Q, and Q's, he's got his head held, right?
Who's there?
Hey, Q, and I.
Ghreye, is that you?
Yeah,
Your
man.
skin is super soft.
I mean, I moisturize.
Oh, that's me.
But you're not touching me. It might be the furry man that's holding you.
Hey, Ghreye.
Are you? Is he drunk? Ghreye, is he drunk?
Here.
you are all startled by what sounds like a loud explosion coming from that room that the imprint had walked into. Ghreye and Holly Hera that you saw. It's right by the stairwell here.
Fuck. Whatever this is, can we put a pin in it until later? Are you gonna be okay? Sister Nova, can you stand up?
Can I stand up?
Yeah, it was just 10
It's only
points of
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over to help you up, and then you're gonna deny me because you would say I can do it all myself, and then we're gonna move forward.
No, I think I would actually accept.
Okay. I come over, I extend my hand, I lift you up, and I say, guys, something just exploded upstairs. I know you all heard it. We got to get moving. We can solve the rest of this later. And trust me, Sister Nova, you're not the only one that's got an issue with Captain Q-Ball. Ghreye, can you carry him?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll slam him over my shoulder.
No, a little more gentle there, buddy. Some of this stuff ain't staying down so easy.
Hey, I would quit all your yapping. Your butt's the perfect height for punching. We're moving towards the door, I'm assuming. We're all moving, right?
Yep. So you're all moving towards the door. Quentin, you're kind of like slung over the shoulder. And, you know, as you're like kind of like bouncing as Ghreye is walking by, you know, you're looking at the floor and stuff. You look over. You see Holly Hera over there just kind of like looking over at you, like with that, like you can tell that she's like giving you a disapproving look in wolf form.
Oh, hi, doggy. How are you today? You're my best friend.
Growl.
As you all,
you did a bork, you could do a growl.
Hold on, Mr. Doggy. Maybe I have a milk bone in my back.
Yeah, there we go.
So I have been not using proper names for any of these NPCs here. I'm gonna give the chat a few moments. If anyone would like to generate a name for the ruler of the town and the ruler's daughter. If no one gives me a good response in the next few moments, I'm going to let Ghreye name them since they are technically members of his family, I guess.
Grheye's mama.
There we go. You got it. Got it in one. Ghreye. Grheye's mama.
So you go to the
biggest dickus.
Wait, daughter.
That scene. Hey, by the way, that scene in History of the World, was it History of the World? Was completely not supposed to happen that way. Him walking around trying to get all of the Centurions to laugh by going
Life of Brian.
Dickus. Oh, was it Life of Brian?
Yeah.
Either way, that scene was not supposed to go like that. He thought it was so funny that the one guy laughed at it, so he went down the line to every single Centurion to get them to laugh. And honestly, that's one of the most memorable moments of that movie, if you ask me.
I enjoyed it.
Incanetia. You know what? That's good. We're gonna go. I'm taking some of what you said. And I will let Ghreye formulate the name of the ruler. Incanetia. That's what I'm gonna go with.
That is that's the name of.
We've got enough.
Mama.
We've got enough butt themed named people, so I'm not gonna go with the buttocks. Yes, the ruler, the grandpapa, if you will. You enter the room, and all of these swirling magic energies are just rushing around. And at the center of this room, it's a ornate bedroom, and it appears to be Incanetia's bedroom, your mother, who you didn't 100% know was your mother before, but you always kind of got a feeling anytime you saw her in passing, which wasn't very often. They absolutely tried to keep the two of you apart by design. Right. But you see her standing there, and all of this magic energy is swirling around her, and the ruler of the town is standing there going, Incanetia, what are you doing? You have to control this. This is madness. And you hear her going, I can't hold it back anymore. Father, help. It hurts. And this large explosion, boom, ripples out. And it's this magical energy that just passes through. And as the magic energy hits your grandfather, you see him completely disappear as if he was transported somewhere else. You look out the door, and imprints of servants and people walking around in the actual hall have appeared, and this wall of magical force meets each one of them and just blinks each one of them out of existence. And standing there alone in the room on her knees is Inkanesia. What happened? And she just collapses on the floor. And you hear a laughter. Good. She did everything she was supposed to do.
It's the Emperor.
And you hear the voice of Huge Ass saying these words. And then you see what appears to be a portal open up in front of her. Just exact shape and definition of the same portal that Etta Palm walked through the last moment that you saw her. And I want to say my butt still. But I will write that down. And you see an imprint of Huge Ass walk through the portal, pick up your mother, and walk through the portal.
Is this an appropriate time to go, Mama?
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
This guy keeps taking people, and I don't like it.
I think at this point, Ghreye had put up his hood, and he was kind of just like trampling through. He needed to know answers. He needed to know things. He was sidetracked by Sister Nova and Quentin and their little debacle.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. For the most part, this guy means business. Ghreye. I mean business. Ghreye means business, and I see
Are you wearing
this.
your business socks?
Yeah, literally only ever. I see this, and
This is Wednesday.
I just start to breathe. I just start to breathe heavy and deep, like, because I didn't have any knowledge of anything like this happening prior to, and I already don't like Huge Ass because he stole Etta from us. So I start just, I would say maybe my hair is growing gold and my muscles are getting bigger and I'm starting to glow and levitate off the ground slowly, maybe?
We're not
For
not
not
doing
any
that.
reason
We're not doing
in
that.
particular.
No.
I would just be doing
Look,
that and my character would.
I feel like
No,
I'm a very lax DM. I let a lot of stuff. I let you guys get away with a lot of stuff that most DMs would probably go, no, you can't do that, and that's no. You're not going Super Saiyan. No,
I'm Kamehamehaing right now.
No,
I'm just breathing. I'm breathing real heavy, and I'm gonna. Here's what I'll do. I'm breathing super heavy. Grace breathing super heavy, and he's like, sort of like expanding. And as he does this, he starts to gather energy from the earth itself. Yeah, and then it's slowly grabbing into a ball into the center of it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. I couldn't. Q got it right away, and maybe just cackle, and I couldn't move.
Maybe you
but
could
I am breathing
roll
heavy.
something
I'm very upset.
on the
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a really good idea. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a D100?
Oh, is this the wild magic? Okay, I did this to myself.
It's gonna be that apart from a bridge. Oh, hold on, I have to charge my attack. Alright, that shouldn't be too hard for 5 minutes. And seeing as how he kicked our ass in under 1, well, he'll be alright.
Yeah, he'll leave me alone for the next 30 minutes, the entire episode. For the next 4 commercial breaks, while I build up the world's energy.
You rolled a 35?
What a weird number to roll, huh?
Yeah, that is a really weird number to roll. Let's see if this one goes.
What's that? Oh,
roll a D10 for me.
Fuck. Oh.
your body starts to go through a transformation. You can feel
He's going through the chain.
Big monkey.
you can not
He's a real
not big
boy.
monkey, not big monkey.
Damn it!
You feel your beard start to grow in a little bit. You can feel yourself getting a little bit stronger and a little bit more wiser. You feel as if you feel as if you have aged 10 years.
So I'm 35 right now. I'm my actual age. What's happening?
God.
Goes fast, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I thought I could live vicariously through Gray, but now he's actually Gray, like Papa Me. Okay, this is really cool. So when I aged that 10 years, I did get stronger and smarter and more of a baller, and I had a girl, and I could call her.
No, well, you got a little taller.
Okay. Cool. All
Did
right,
you
so
just
this, what the fuck?
become,
So I saw
like,
that happen, and then I
hella
aged.
old?
I'm not quite sure. Do I sound
Oh my
different?
god, 35 is not hella old.
You know, like I felt really attacked by that. I'm not gonna lie.
Do I sound different? Do I look
Yeah.
different? And I look down at my hands, and my hands are just like pulsating with like ropey veins. Yeah, okay. Fuck, that took a lot out of me.
Everybody
So-
roll me a perception check.
I feel like I need to clarify
Really?
that 35 isn't
That's-
actually hella old, it's just that Sister Nova is naive and 18.
I was gonna ask, does Edinia have an equivalent of an AARP card, since Sister Nova seems to think we all need one?
You're right.
We can get into movies for half price.
Yo,
Yeah.
let me get that senior special.
It
Oh,
doesn't matter.
sorry,
We
it was
only
the
be
first one,
waking
the
up
first
for the
one.
matinee anyway.
Sister Nova. This entire thing has played out, and you see on the nightstand there is a journal that is open, and it looks like some journal entry was written and it stops mid-sentence, and that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Yay! What a good episode, because it was all about
was good.
me.
So I apologize for doing an episode where I had to do that much of the narration. But
That
it
was
was just
fun.
it was
good, though.
a lot. It
It
was
was
a
like
lot of
listening
info
to a
that needed to be
story.
dumped. So
Yeah, that was good.
I think we
That was
got
really
through
great. Yeah.
we got through that. Next episode, I believe, we'll be getting back to a little bit more of the letting you all direct how things are going. But yeah,
no.
every once in a while, I've got to put you guys on rails, and you saw how that works. I put you guys on rails. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Off the
Sorry.
rails.
No. Don't
Well-
apologize. Don't apologize. I enjoy that kind of stuff. It's fun for me, so it keeps me on my toes.
Well, if Sister Nova didn't go around, trying to punch people that totally didn't deserve
Oh,
it.
Well,
maybe
hey,
if
let's
you
say-
weren't being rude and
Dude,
didn't
you-
kill your friend.
I
It
feel like it
takes
was a
two to
growing
tango.
moment for many.
Okay.
Did Good Devil
I'm just saying-
suggest that Hugh did not deserve a face punch?
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
like,
the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. Since when?
Take away the
Growing
moita
moments.
you just did, and you basically only and always deserve a face punch. Your character, not you.
And you sometimes.
T. T.
Tell me more.
I've literally never wanted to punch you, Good Devil, in real life. That I can remember.
So let me get you guys some glorious outro music.
Can I please turn Super Saiyan?
Oh my,
You
this
said I
is
was the
glorious.
chosen. I
There
want
you
to be
go.
Super Saiyan.
After all of
What
that
is
seriousness and all of that emotion, this is how we're going to end the stream with I want to thank you all. I'm gonna actually. I want to look at you all. I want to look at you all with both of my beautiful 1.5 working eyes.
Oh no.
I want to thank you all for joining us for this wonderful episode of the Edinia campaign. We will be back next week for the continuation to see what will happen. Will Ghreye figure out what happened to his mother? Will they figure out if this mysterious explosion is what happened to the town? Did it kill off the entire population, or are they just somewhere else? Who knows? Well, maybe we'll find out.
Are they in my
Think
town?
you know.
Oh, I do know. I do know. Join us tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, for our regularly scheduled Rifts campaign, where it is absolutely, I can say this without any kind of hyperbole or.
Stop it.
It is absolutely going
You're
to
alive.
be the best season finale we've had, and we've had a lot of season finales of Rifts.
At least 10.
At least, yeah, it's been at least 10 weeks now we've been doing
At
the
least 10,
last
for
episode.
sure.
And you definitely want to be there. It will be probably a shorter episode just because there's not a lot of stuff we need to get through in order to end the season. We'll try to stretch it out as much as we can. Maybe we will introduce some of the Star Wars characters towards the end, at least kind of get you set up, because next week on Thursday we will be starting the Star Wars campaign, where you can join me, the wonderful Doran Vorld. That's right, that's how you say it, Vorld. There's a D and a T. It's hard for me to say it with the half mouth. We'll figure it out.
It's hard to say without the half mouth.
It really is. Jedi extraordinaire being trained by Jedi Master Luke Skywalker in the events taking place after the destruction of the second Death Star in Episode 6. So join us for that if you're a Star Wars fan. And Monday
Even if you're not.
Yeah, even if you're not, just have fun. It's great. Monday we'll be back to Star Trek as well. So please enjoy, and that's it. We're done. Bye, guys. Bye.
Cut it off.
This
We
is
didn't
just
even
for
get to do our thing.
This is just for the
Bye.
YouTube
You went out
audience.
too early.
We're already
I took too long. I took too long.
It's okay. It's okay. We had a lot to
Too
recap.
early.
Hey.
Bye.